So you hired a local farm manager, you paid him, you trusted him, you stayed home, and then you went to the farm and discovered he did 2 drums of fertilizer, but told you he did 5. My friend, welcome to farming in Ghana. Today I am breaking down the difference between a professional farm manager and a local farm manager. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you will know exactly which one you need and why. Welcome back to the African Agripreneur. I'm King Kunu Elizabeth, and today we are having a conversation that every farmer in Ghana needs to hear. When you start a pineapple farm, especially as a beginner, one of the first big decisions you will make is who manages your farm. Do you hire a professional farm manager or do you hire a local farm manager from the community? Both options exist. Both have their place, but they are not the same thing. And confusing the two or not knowing what to expect from each can cost you your entire harvest. So let's get into it. And I promise we are going to have some fun with this one. Let's start with the local farm manager. Because honestly, this is where most beginners start, including me. The local farm manager is usually someone from the farming community. They know the land, they know some of the basics, and they are usually cheaper to hire than the professional. Sounds good, right? Well, let me paint you a picture. You hire a local farm manager, you brief him on what needs to be done, pay him, and then because you trust him, you go home. Now, before we go further, I want to say something important. I am not saying local farm managers are bad people. I am saying they have a different mindset. And understanding that mindset is what will protect you. Local farm manager is not thinking about the long-term vision of your farm. He is not thinking about where the farm will be in the next 5 years. He is not thinking about your ROI or your harvest timing or your profit margin. He is thinking about today, right now, this moment. And this is not entirely his fault. It's come from the environment and the community where he grew up. Long-term planning, forecasting, strategizing, thinking ahead. These are skills that develop through education, exposure, and experience. And for many local farmers, that exposure simply was not there. So when you tell him next year we are going to expand and your salary will increase, he hears you, but he doesn't really feel it because next year is too far away and he needs money now. That is why he will come to you today and ask for 2 months advance salary. And if you make the mistake of giving it to him, that money is gone, my friend. He has a problem today that needs solving today. Your farm can wait. And so he goes to work on another farm to get money for today, whilst your farm is sitting there waiting for him. This is the reality. And now you know. What does all this mean practically? It means that if you choose to work with a local farm manager, you cannot stay home. You must be present, especially during the critical stages. Fertilizing, be there. Weeding, check on it. Chemical application, count those drums yourself. Induction, be there. Harvest, absolutely be there. The local farm manager is not there for your interest. He is there for his. So your interest needs to be represented by your presence. Now, is there any value in starting with a local farm manager? Yes, actually. I started with one, and yes, I broke even on my first harvest. But do you know what I got from that? Experience, knowledge. I learned the process from the ground up. I learned what to watch for. I learned the mistakes to avoid. I treated it like a school, an expensive school for that matter. So if a local farm manager is all you can afford right now, go in with your eyes open. Be present, learn everything, and use that experience to eventually do it better. Now let's talk about the professional farm manager. And I want you to feel the difference immediately. A professional farm manager knows what they are doing. You don't need to explain the basics. You don't need to babysit. You don't need to count drums. You show up with knowledge, with a plan, with your farm's best interest in mind, because their reputation depends on your results. A professional understands timing. They know when to fertilize, when to weed, when to induce, and why each of these things matters. They can look at your farm and tell you what it needs before you even ask. They think ahead, they plan, they forecast. If you tell a professional farm manager, in 3 years, this farm is going to expand significantly. They are already thinking about what that means. What needs to happen now to prepare for that growth? How to set the foundation today for the result you want tomorrow. That is a completely different mindset from the local farm manager who only thinks about today. And the dishonesty, the missing drums, the advanced salary disappearing, this is not the professional farm manager's game. They are there to do a job, do it well, and to protect the professional reputation in the process. When you hire a professional, you buy back something very valuable: your time, your peace of mind, and your profit. So which one should you choose? Now the honest answer is, it depends on where you are in your farming journey. If you're a beginner with a limited budget, a local farm manager might be your starting point. But go in knowing what you are dealing with. Be present, learn everything, and never give advance payments. If you have the resources, invest in a professional. The peace of mind alone is worth it, and the results will show in your harvest. If you are in the diaspora or far from your farm, a professional farm manager or a consultant like myself, it's not optional. It is essential. You cannot be present yourself, so you need someone whose professionalism you can trust. And regardless of who you choose, remember this: no farm manager, professional or local, replaces your own knowledge and involvement. The more you understand about your farm, the better equipped you are to protect your investment. That is why channels like this one exist. That is why I offer consultation, because a farmer who knows what they are doing, whether they are on the farm or not, is a farmer who is always in control. So let's recap. Local farm manager, affordable, familiar, but works for his own interest. You must be present. Treat the experience as school. And for the love of everything, count your drums. Professional farm manager, more expensive, but works in your interest. Plans ahead. Thinks long term. Protects your investment. Choose based on your resources, but always stay informed and stay involved, because at the end of the day, nobody cares about your farm the way you do. If this video made you laugh and taught you something, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below and tell me which type of farm manager have you worked with and what was your experience. I want to hear everything. Subscribe to the African Agripreneur and hit the notification bell. I'm Kinkonu Elizabeth. The soil beneath our feet is our greatest asset. So protect it wisely and count your drums.